So today I'm going to talk about habits. Habits are the things that make up of who you really are. For example, if you have a habit of playing guitar, you're probably a guitar player. If you have a habit of singing, you're probably a singer. The thing about I learned about habits is that whatever you do consistently, that kind of defines of who you are. And for the past few weeks, I've been reading this book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And I'm sort of right in the middle, and I've been taking notes, and here are some things that I learned when I was reading this book. Just to summarize it for you guys, I made some bullet points. So number 1, make systems, not goals. System builds habits, and the goal is just the byproduct of your system. So just relating this to my life, people who started jiu-jitsu, only 1 to 3% ever make it to black belt. And that's really small if you really think about it. Say if you have 10 people that started jiu-jitsu, only 1 or 3 of those white belts will ever get black belts. So what's the difference of someone who gets a black belt and someone who doesn't get a black belt? Because obviously there's some other people who started strong, who got to blue belt, but then after that they stop. And don't get me wrong, they were phenomenal fighters, and yet towards the end they just stopped, right? They just stopped showing up. And so this is one of the reasons why there's one of the chapters in the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. He mentioned that you should make systems, not goals, and goals is just a byproduct of your systems. So let me explain. Say for example, if you want to lose weight, right? A lot of people say that, I want to lose 10 pounds weight or something. People who lose 10 pounds weight at the end of the month, only 2 things could happen. Number 1 is that they successfully lose 10 pounds, right? But then research shows that most people who lose 10 pounds, and then most people who lose 10 pounds, almost 60% of them relapse, which means when they lose the weight, they're more likely to go back to their old habits, because they reached their goal and they said, you know what, let me just eat this small chocolate here and there, and before they know it, they're indulging themselves, right? Number 2, you didn't get to attain your goal of losing that 10 pounds. And what tends to happen is that you feel discouraged. You feel discouraged that you didn't get that 10 pounds, and you're kind of like stuck in this psyche where, I didn't meet my goal. I didn't hit the 10 pounds loss that I wanted to get, and so now I'm gonna quit. So it kind of puts you into this spiral where like you don't have enough. So that's why those 2 things are kind of double-edged swords. So what I'm trying to propose, or what James Clear is trying to propose in this book, is that you should make a system instead of goals. So instead of saying that you're going to lose 10 pounds, say I'm going to commit to myself of working out for 30 minutes every single day. That's it. You can indulge yourself with food. You can have a chocolate here and there, but just keep working out for about 30 minutes every single day. It doesn't matter if you hit your goal of losing 10 pounds in 1 month. It doesn't matter if you lose more than 10 pounds in 1 month. Just work out every day for 30 minutes. That's the system, right? System over goals. So routine is very good when it comes to knowing what you're going to do next. See, the thing about our brain is that it craves familiarity. For example, when we see our ancestors back then, right? When we see something green, like a bush or a tree or something, when a predator is trying to chase us or something, our ancestors usually go where the bushes are, or they climb in the tree or something, because that's where safety is. And so it's kind of embedded in our head that every time when we do something, when we see something familiar, we tend to go after it. And so so make routines, because it saves a lot of brain energy, and you know exactly what you're going to do next. You don't just wake up and say like, oh, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? No, you already know what to do. Just take 1 step at a time. Okay. Number 3, don't use your phone 30 minutes to 1 hour when you first wake up. Don't use your phone 30 minutes to 1 hour when you first wake up. See, when you wake up, you're in that mode where like you're still kind of sleepy and your brain is still in that active mode. So like it's better to just put away all the distractions, put away all the dopamine factors, and just get on with the day, right? For me, what I like to do is I wake up, I do my prayer, I go to the bathroom, wash my face with cold water, and drink some water. And after that, my brain kind of just gets the signal where I just keep going, right? I just keep going. I don't have to stay in bed. It's just a cue for me that once I do that, I'm ready to start the day. So I just started this new habit of getting better 1% every day. So let me show you what I have on the board. So this is my 1% better, right? Every day or every other day, I would write something small, something easy to do, right? Like first one is put phone outside of the room at the end of the day. That's something easy to do, right? Something that's very beneficial for your brain. So that's the goal of just getting 1% better every day. Just do something that would feel better 1% every day. That's it. And number 5, here are some strategies of good habits versus bad habits. Okay. So for good habits, in order for you to build good habits, number 1 is that you have to make it obvious. Number 2 is to make it attractive. 3 is to make it easy. And number 4 is to make it rewarding, right? Contrarily, if you want to destroy bad habits, what you want to do is you want to make it invisible. You want to make it unattractive, hard, and unsatisfying. So those are the two things. Those are the two formulas in order for you to make a good habit and a bad habit, right? Like say for example, if you want to make a good habit of exercising, maybe put your shoes right beside your bed so that right when you wake up, you see their shoes and then you go for a run. Right? That's obvious and it's attractive, right? You see your Nike shoes and it's easy to use. And then all of a sudden before you know it, you're already out for a jog, right? So all those little things that can make your brain easier. You don't have to go down and tie your shoes or whatever. Just put your shoes right beside your bed and put them on and go for a run, right? That's creating good habits. If you want to destroy a bad habit, you have to hide the cue factor. For example, if you're someone who, like, I'm not here to judge anyone or anything, but this is just an example. If you're someone who smokes a blunt, right? Maybe the best thing to do is to hide that somewhere. Now, if you make that blunt invisible, hard to get, unattractive, and very unrewarding, now you're less likely to do that. So that's how you destroy a bad habit. And so if you combine all these things, right, that I just told you, it's not perfect, and I know there's so many things that needs to be involved in there. However, if you could just apply these small things into your life, I guarantee you that you're gonna have good habits, and then you're gonna destroy all your bad habits in the future. And so thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.